What's really good, YouTube? This is District 1, and today I'll be reviewing the Nike Dunk Low SB in the Chlorophyll colorway. Before I get into it, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell for any updates. So the official colorway of this shoe is medium gray and black white. However, it's called Chlorophyll because of the hits of green, chlorophyll green, and that's why it's called Chlorophyll. So this particular dunk is a medium hyped SB dunk, I would say. It has unique features in that there are a lot of perforations on the medial side and the lateral side, as well as the leather panel around the toe box. So that really sets it apart from the other dunks out there. So in terms of my copying experience, you guys already know I'm 100% manual gang. And how I got this sneaker was on vacation. So I was in Hawaii, I was in Oahu, and I decided to hit a few skate shops just to see what was going on. And I went into APB, shout outs to those guys, and I saw this pair of sneakers sitting, as well as the Polaroid sitting. So this anecdote is going to tell you that make sure you hit your local spots even though there aren't any raffles or any special releases. So this Nike SB Dunk model has only been releasing in skate shops. So this is the only way you could have your hands on this pair of shoes. It has not been released on the sneakers app, so that's the only best bet you have there. So these Chlorophyll Dunk Lows come in a purple SB box. Now getting into the pair and starting with the toe box. In the toe box region, there's the synthetic white leather with a lot of perforations in it. And surrounding the toe box, there is black nubuck. Moving to the lateral sides of the shoes, on the mid panel we start to see some of the hits of gray. First being on one set of the leather panel that houses the laces and the panel going into the back of the shoe. Stitched on top, we see a black swoosh that is of the same material as the toe box. Again, we see more of that leather panel with perforations in it beneath that swoosh. On the back of this shoe, we see the continued extension of the gray nubuck panel. No contrast stitching here, as the stitching is all in white. In the back heel tab, we also have more of that gray nubuck. And lastly, you see Nike branding on the back heel tab area as well, with that verdant chlorophyll green. On the medial side, you see a lot of the same paneling and color blocking as the lateral side. So for the lacing of this pair, it comes with oval laces. The standard lacing is white, but it comes with an alternate color in black. So the Dunk's tongue continues the trend of that white color with a predominantly white mesh tongue body, extending to a woven tag calling out its pro model designation, alongside Nike SB branding in green. Note that the nylon tongue's edges is more of that chlorophyll green. So now moving on to the inner liner of the shoe. So the inner liner of the shoe is of this white mesh material. You can see in the back heel there are two pods to support stability, which is very common in the Dunk Low Pro models. And moving on to the insoles of the shoe. It's a pretty standard insole. It's all in black and it's a Zoom Air support. So now going on to the midsole. The midsole is of this crispy white with contrast stitching of black. So for the outsole, nothing crazy here. It's gray, very similar to the rest of the shoe, as well as the exposed foam in the middle with Nike SB embossing there in the chlorophyll green. So in terms of resale, actually this is a very, very healthy resale, almost 100% margin here, which is crazy for a build construction. It's not perfect, but hey, Dunk Lows in clean colorways, can't go wrong. So one Twitter user said, Chlorophyll SB Dunks go hard. I think they go hard, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. And on the other end of the Twitterverse, you see Jungkook here, rocking the Chlorophylls. Now this is only gonna contribute to the hype even more. I'm no BTS fan, but you know, it is what it is. So in terms of fit, I would recommend you guys to get true to size because I'm a true to size 8. I got this pair in a size 8.5 only because the skate shop had that size for me. Now because it's an 8.5, it is pretty long for me, even though it is appropriate from a width perspective. I would say it would be more comfortable if I went with my SB Dunk Low size, which is a size 8. In terms of the overall construction of this shoe, I would say I am on the fence as to what I really like about the construction of this shoe. The overall quality of the glue stains separating the midsole to the upper, you could actually see it on the toe box area. And then because a lot of the construction of this shoe is suede, you can see some blemish marks here and there. You could try and buff it out with your finger, or maybe use a suede eraser to try to renew the nap. But overall, I would say it is not a deal breaker. If you're planning to skate in these, I think you're good to go. So my overall thoughts for the shoe is that I really appreciate the fact that it's a very clean colorway with also being unique in its own way. For instance, there's that gray suede panels transitioning to the black suede panels with the leather that's white all throughout, making it a very solid and easy to style pair. But also there's hits of green that are unique and true to the namesake of the sneaker. I also like the fact that there are leather panels that are perforated, which are not very common for Nike SB Dunks. So overall, I'm a little bit regretful by the fact that it is an 8.5 and I'm a size 8. But I would recommend you guys that are keen on this sneaker style or colorway to go cop it. I don't want to be looking like Sideshow Bob out here, so I would unfortunately have to let this go. So in the end, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think that is a breath of fresh air that Nike SB has a more simplistic colorway for the Nike SB Dunk Low? Or are you fiending for that special collaboration magic sauce? So I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.